Hey, Habs Nation. When the Montreal Canadiens last won the Stanley Cup in 1993, the roster was filled with familiar names, French-Canadian players who didn't just play for the Habs, they were the Habs. Patrick Roy, Guy Carbonneau, Vincent Damphousse, Eric Desjardins, and a dozen others made up a team that felt truly local, rooted in the heart of Quebec. Fast forward to today, and while that cup-winning magic remains a memory, something quietly significant is happening once again in Montreal. This year's Canadian squad is starting to feel a bit more like home. With 7 French speakers now on the roster, Samuel Montembeault, Mike Matheson, Alexandre Carrier, Joe Veleno, Samuel Blais, Zachary Bolduc, and the returning Philippe Danault, the team hasn't seen this much French flair in years. Add to that Alexandre Texier, who, although not a local boy, speaks French fluently and brings that same connection to the language and culture. And you can feel a shift in the identity of the team. Injuries have played their part in opening the door for some of these names. Veleno got his shot thanks to the long list of sidelined players. Texier found a spot in Montreal, and GM Kent Hughes pulled the trigger on a move to bring Danault back into the fold. Yet even as a temporary moment, it's meaningful. Fans who've long criticized the team for drifting too far from its roots are seeing a version of the Habs that feels more familiar and more connected to Quebec. What's even more exciting is that these players aren't just filling jerseys. Bolduc is skating on the top line. Matheson's absence leaves a gaping hole on the blue line. Texier, currently on the third line, has been one of the team's most reliable players at even strength in recent games. And while Montembeault has had his ups and downs this season, his contribution last year is still fresh in fans' minds. As for Danault, he may not center the top line anymore, but he brings invaluable experience and could be key to shoring up the penalty kill and defensive depth. Things will change again when the injured core, Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook, Caden Gould, and Patrick Lane, make their return. But in this moment, with a roster that echoes the voices and stories of Quebec, the Canadiens feel a little more like the team that generations of fans grew up loving. It may not be 1993, but for now, there's something special about seeing the Saint Flanels speak the language of its people once again. Go Habs!